Hey chain breakers, world changers, Jessica Manuel here for my 7th home-based video on breaking the chain. And today I want to talk to you about the chain of pride. I started my blog this week with stay humble and hustle hard. And I thought, our society would look very different if we taught this throughout our school system. And it would look very different if we all walked this way. My friend says that pride is the poverty to our spirit disguised as riches. I want you to think about that for a minute. When I think about pride, I think about it being a wall in front of people and a wall in front of progression. It can be the difference between someone carrying light or emulating darkness in a room. What would you rather walk into a room with? What do you want people to look, or what do you want people to see when they look at you? When you turn and walk away from people, are you getting negative or positive attention? What are they going to say about you? Understand that every interaction that you have with people is an opportunity to teach them or show them or encourage them to be the best person that they can be. Know that every minute of every day is an opportunity to potentially do an act of sacrifice. You can also, when you see people that walk in a way of humility, point it out in front of people, because I find that the more people are encouraged and recognized for acts of humility, the more people are going to do it, and the more people are going to feel good about doing it. Or you can shackle yourself up with pride. It's important for everybody to recognize that every choice that you make is automatically linked with consequences, good or bad. When you make a choice, you have to be responsible for the mistakes, or for the consequences that come and the results of those consequences. Only you're responsible for that. Nobody else is. So know that if you choose pride, you're going to have consequences. There was a time in my life where it seemed like I couldn't see past my own reflection. I was very prideful, didn't want to ask for help, and I didn't know how that would affect other people around me. I had a lot going on, so I didn't really take the time to care enough about other people either. But what I did fail to realize was that pride was actually affecting me the most. And it was keeping me from fixing problems. And if I just would swallow my pride or throw it in the garbage, I would be able to fix them and progress. It took me a long time to get there. It sometimes takes people a lifetime to get there, but it's important to arrive and get there. The real switch in perspective that happened for me in my life has been from when I met, walked with, studied, and started knowing my Savior, Jesus Christ. I understood that by following his example and walking in humility, you not only became a better person, but you were a more honest, approachable, giving person. And the more I continued to walk in that way, the more I started realizing that maybe I'm going to motivate other people to do it too. And typically, others know that you don't arrive on your own when you walk with him. And that's humbling in itself. So I began to start giving the spotlight to others instead of stealing it away. I ended up making sure that I was encouraging people to attain their best level of success instead of comparing them to what I thought was their top level of success. My new definition of leadership was just walking in a way and doing the best that you could, and understanding that everybody had their own road, and you had to be kind enough and humble enough to just walk with them. I never want to be selfish again because I know what it feels like to be hopeless. I'd rather walk with hopeless people and see them get to a point of happiness instead of focusing on my own agenda. And I've made that decision, and I'll make it again every day. And I want to encourage more people to do that. So today I'd like to encourage you just to wear the key of humility and to shine differently. If you liked the highlights of this video, please take 5 minutes and read the full topic on pride down below on my blog. And join me next weekend for more chain topics. And let's be the generation that breaks the chain. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next weekend.